The council chamber fell silent as Commander Marcus Chen stepped forward, his bare feet making soft sounds against the polished crystalline floor. Around him, representatives from 12 different species shifted uncomfortably in their environmental suits, their various appendages twitching with nervous energy. "You cannot be serious," hissed Veltar, the Sathian delegate, her serpentine form coiled tightly within her temperature-controlled habitat dome. The thermal readings indicate surface temperatures exceeding 2200 degrees Celsius. Even our most advanced protective gear would fail within minutes. Marcus glanced down at his simple expedition clothing, standard-issue pants, a lightweight shirt, and nothing on his feet. The irony wasn't lost on him that he was the least protected being in the room, yet he was the only one volunteering for what they all considered a suicide mission. The holographic display in the center of the chamber showed the volcanic moon of Paraxis 7, where the Galactic Federation's most important research station had gone dark 3 days ago. The facility sat on a narrow strip of land surrounded by active lava flows, accessible only by a treacherous path across cooled but still glowing volcanic rock. "The research data on that station contains our only defense against the Void Plague," Admiral Cathera announced, her forearms gesturing emphatically. The Zentaurian's exoskeleton clicked nervously. "Without it, 17 systems will fall to the infection. But the approach is impossible. No known technology can traverse those thermal conditions." "No known alien technology," Marcus corrected quietly. The room erupted in a cacophony of alien languages, clicks, hisses, harmonic tones, and electromagnetic pulses. Dr. Yilnoth, the expedition's xenobiologist, raised his crystalline form from his cooling tank. "Commander Chen," the glacial spoke through his translator, his voice like wind through ice caves. "Your species has already proven remarkably durable, but this exceeds even human parameters. Your cellular structure, while admirably resilient, cannot withstand direct contact with molten rock." Marcus had heard variations of this speech countless times since humanity joined the Galactic Federation. The other species called Earth a death world, a planet so hostile that any life evolving there would be impossibly hardy by galactic standards. What they didn't understand was that hardiness went beyond mere physical adaptation. "You're thinking about this wrong," Marcus said, pulling up his own holographic display. "You're all looking at the temperature readings and thinking impossible. I'm looking at them and thinking Tuesday." He showed them footage from Earth, volcanic researchers walking across relatively fresh lava flows, protected only by special boots and suits. Then came images of humans surviving in extreme conditions, Antarctic researchers, deep-sea welders, firefighters rushing into burning buildings. "But Commander," Veltar protested, "even your human equipment has limits. Those boots, those suits, they would be destroyed in minutes on Paraxis 7. Then, I won't wear them." The silence that followed was so complete that Marcus could hear the various life support systems humming throughout the chamber. Finally, Dr. Yilnoth spoke. "You would walk barefoot across active volcanic terrain?" "My people have been doing impossible things for millennia," Marcus replied. "We learned to adapt not just our technology but ourselves. Pain tolerance, mental resilience, cellular regeneration rates. We pushed every limit because our world demanded it." Admiral Cathara's mandibles clicked skeptically. "Even if your pain tolerance is exceptional, tissue damage would be irreversible." Marcus smiled, an expression that still unnerved most alien species. "You've studied human physiology, but you've never understood human psychology. We don't just tolerate pain, we use it. Pain is information. It tells us we're alive, that we're pushing boundaries." He began removing his boots and socks, noting how the aliens recoiled slightly. To them, his willingness to expose vulnerable flesh was incomprehensible. "I've walked barefoot across broken glass, burning sand and ice so cold it would kill most of you instantly," Marcus continued. "I've held my breath underwater until my lungs screamed, climbed mountains where the air was too thin to support life, and continued fighting with injuries that would incapacitate most species." The human stood up, now completely barefoot on the cold floor. "But the real secret isn't physical. It's that humans never learned when to quit. When you tell us something is impossible, we hear it as a challenge." Dr. Yilnoth processed this information through his complex neural matrices. "You are proposing to accomplish through sheer determination what our technology cannot achieve." I'm proposing to do what my species has always done: adapt, overcome, and survive against impossible odds. Marcus gestured to the holographic moon. Those lava flows? They're just another obstacle. The pain, it's just information. The distance? It's just steps. Commander Veltar slithered closer to her habitat's edge. And if you fail, if your human resilience is insufficient, Marcus met her alien gaze steadily. Then 17 systems fall to the void plague, and we're no worse off than if we do nothing. But if I succeed, when I succeed, you'll have learned something important about why humans survived our death world. The vote was unanimous, though reluctant. As Marcus prepared for transport to Paraxis 7, Admiral Kethera approached him privately. Commander, your confidence is yours concerning. This borders on recklessness. Marcus checked his minimal gear: water, basic medical supplies, and the data retrieval device. Admiral, there's a difference between recklessness and understanding your capabilities. I know exactly what I'm asking my body to do and exactly why it will work. How can you be certain? The human paused at the transport pad, his bare feet seemingly insignificant against the vast technological marvel beneath them. Because every step my ancestors took across burning deserts, frozen wastelands, and hostile territories led to this moment. They survived so I could walk across impossible ground. As the transport beam engaged, Marcus's last words echoed through the chamber. Watch and learn what impossible means to a Deathworlder. The alien council watched the view screen as a single human figure materialized on the volcanic surface of Paraxis 7. Without hesitation, without protective gear, Commander Marcus Chen took his first step onto the glowing rock and began walking toward the research station. Behind him, his footprint smoldered in the alien stone, marking the path that impossibility takes when it meets human determination.